I'm going to start by removing the oil pump. I'm not sure what condition it's in. Definitely this nipple here, the seal, that came off when I was removing the case, and it was in a pretty bad state, obviously. So I've ordered a new one. That's going to be really important to keep that oil pressure up. But these nuts here are 3/16. They don't have any washers behind them, but yeah, we'll just remove those first of all. Not too tight, those ones. And I'll inspect this pump just for end float when I remove this. This has the auto advance unit as well on this particular model. Well, this engine anyway. So that'll be one of the things to remove. Oh, the stud's coming out there, this one. Oh, and this one. Okay, no problem. And I don't know if there's a gasket behind there as well either, so we'll see in a second. I wondered what was happening there. Yeah, both studs are coming out. I don't think there's a gasket there. No, definitely not. He's put some sealant there, so okay, and then oh, that's good. Gosh, that's really tight. That's good, is that? Yeah, it feels really good. And those studs are in great condition, of course, so alright, excellent. I'm going to take a look at this oil pump. I've taken it out of the casing, of course, and cleaned it up just a little bit with a brass brush. It's come up pretty well, and I've just noticed on this plate at the bottom that someone scratched 2004, so I'm wondering if that was the last time that this was serviced or looked at, you know, maybe by the previous owner. So the action's great. I mean, it sounds good, but I'm just going to take it apart just to make sure that everything seems okay inside. So and as I mentioned, I've ordered a new oil seal for this oil pump here. I don't know if you can hear, but it's pouring down outside. So, this is just removing the very nice screws. They're coming out very easily. I'm just going to insert a couple of the screws from the other side into this plate, this backing plate, and see if I can prise it off in the vise. Very carefully. There we go. Oh. Okay. And it looks great, actually. I'm just seeing the plate now, the other side of the plate. Well, there's a bit of a... Oh, I think that's intentional there, but kind of a, yeah, I think that is meant to be there, but I'll need to check. There's quite a deep slit in there, and I'm assuming possibly that's for oil way, but I'm not sure. But the rest of it is okay. I think I might just give that a little clean, but it looks to be in very good condition. I will check that though, make sure that that is supposed to be there. I suspect it's an oil way for the two gears that are inside the pump. And what a satisfying sound that is. Cool. Here's the backing plate again. Just gave it a little wipe over, and yeah, that slot that I saw before when I took the plate off, it's definitely been machined or maybe cut with a Dremel tool or something like that. I think most undoubtedly to allow oil to pass between the two gears inside the oil pump. But there's a slight imprint on here of the two pinions, so what I'm probably going to do is just give that just a very fine rub down. I don't know if you can see the imprint there, but I'll just rub that down on a little bit of very fine wet and dry paper on a very flat surface. I don't have a pane of glass, but what I do have is a very flat piece of the MDF wood that was left over, and then here it's just a sheet of 1000 grit wet and dry. Oh yeah, I've put some WD-40 on it as well, just to lubricate it, so hopefully this is coarse enough, but we'll soon see. Yeah, that pattern's disappearing. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Maybe a little, just a tiny bit more. Just tiny little grooves. I think just a little bit more should do it. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's take a look. Shiny. Nice. Yeah, that's great. I think that'll be perfect. Great, so now I'll just inspect the cogs, the gears inside that pump, and then start putting this back together again.